What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 15 of For the Love of the Game, the series where I experiment with Queen's Park, the all-amateur side from the bottom of the Scottish Football League, and try to get them promoted into the First Division. As the January transfer window is coming to a close, Queen's Park sit themselves in 8th place, 23 points through 22 matches, just 5 points clear of the relegation playoff zone, currently held by East Fife. Ayr sitting in that relegation spot, 10 points below us. I really hope that in the future matches we don't lose enough that we are in that spot. But if you take a look at some of the players or some of the teams that are just above us, Burke, Brechin, Peterhead, they're all within striking distance. If I can put a good run of form together, I could shoot up the table, maybe even get into 5th, possibly into 4th place, and challenge for that promotion playoff area. Dunfermline have start to open up a wide gap up at the top of the table. They are 9 points clear of Queen of the South, and it looks like that they're going to be promoted. That's just me. Things may change, but at first glance, I don't think they're coming down from the top there. Now, if you take a look at the schedule since our last live com of Ayr and Aloha, we've only picked up 9 points in 10 matches, 2 wins out of those 10, and those are really the only highlights of this run. A 3-2 victory versus Forfar, where Graham Forsyth and Josh Watt picking up the goals, as well as an own goal from a Forfar defender. We could have had more on our own merit, as we've taken 15 shots with 10 of them on target, but we were really lucky that an own goal fell our way, and we didn't need any more. Though, to be quite honest with you, with goals coming at a premium on this side, we probably could have dealt with a little more chances from our side. The only other win coming against Ayr, a 1-0 victory at home. Andy Jackson picking up a goal in the 65th minute. We were really lucky with the amount of chances we didn't create. 8 shots, 6 of them on target, but didn't hold the ball as much as I would have liked. Playing a little more counter-attacking formation, yes, we weren't going to have a lot of possession on the ball, but throwing the ball forward and just peppering the opposing goalkeeper's net, eventually one was going to go in, and it came a little later than I wanted, but in the end, 3 points is 3 points. The only other match where I felt we probably could have gotten a better result out of it was against Brechin. We drew against them 2-2. Josh Watt and Andy Jackson picking up goals. Andy Jackson's goal coming as the match leveler, as Brechin scoring twice within the span of 8 minutes in the second half put us behind, and really didn't deserve to be put up behind. 17 shots, 6 of them on target. Like I said, Andy Jackson's goal 10 minutes from time being the match leveler. Felt we could have had another goal or two somewhere in there, especially with 62% possession. Brechin just took their chances and were able to score 2 goals, rather cheeky goals, within the 6-yard box. But that's football sometimes. You can't get the results you want all the time. Like I said, if you take a look at this, you probably could have gotten a victory, but we only came away with a draw. And since I said this is a few days before the end of the January transfer window, let's take a look at some of the transfer dealings that have gone down. First, taking a look at the outs, one of the big names you'll see has left the club. Alistair Sutherland, he was my left mid. I used him as a left winger from time to time. But the players that I was scouting definitely have a little better quality for him. The only thing Sutherland had going for him was his speed. I can't fault him for that. 15 pace and acceleration, but he couldn't really do much else. And he was fighting with Graham Forsyth for playing time. Graham Forsyth was, by and large, better than him overall. So when he came coming to me saying, I want more play time, when am I going to start, etc., etc., it's like, no, I really don't want to keep you. And I had brought someone else in that was a lot better than Sutherland, and maybe even better than Forsyth. We'll have to see how he fares later. But another one that really killed me was St. Johnstone have picked up my 16-year-old midfielder, Andy Gaston, on a free. And I've said before in a previous episode, this Gaston kid is going to turn out to be a great midfielder in the future. Like I say, he's only 16 years old, but just take a look at those stats. I mean, it sucks we can't develop him, but he's going to a team that can use him, possibly use him to his potential. And I see him being a solid Scottish player in the future. It just sucks that it can't come up through my system. And then we have 2 more youth players that are going to 2 different teams. We have Neil MacArthur going to Morton. He was a 17-year-old midfielder. Didn't really see him being featured in my side anyway, but that's why he was in the youth squad. And then Liam Young going to Livingston, a 17-year-old goalkeeper. With McCluskey and McLeod that I have already, they are 2 better options than Liam Young. Like I said, it was another development project. Probably could have stayed with my side. I would have liked to have seen him develop into a better goalkeeper, but Livingston have now taken up that mantle. And then finally, Gary Kenneth. Gary Kenneth, I brought him in the last season as a cover for center back. But the 30-year-old was only featuring to be great during corner kicks, heading in offense and defense. His speed had declined so much that I just didn't see him as a viable option to start anymore. With his acceleration and pace going down to 4, his agility dropped to 7. And he was starting to become a liability, and when his complaints started coming in on starting and not playing, it coincided with Stuart Milne coming back off injury, and Stuart Milne can play every position in the back line. So it's like, okay, I don't need you anymore. I have now got my cover back, so sent Gary Kenneth out walking. No fault to me, but just didn't see him as being a useful player anymore. And then the 2 players that I am bringing in during this transfer window, I did say that I found a better player than Alistair Sutherland, a mostly better player, and that is Kenny O'Brien. Kenny O'Brien coming in from the Highlands League. The only thing that he is not better at than Sutherland is the pace. He's only got 10 pace and 9 acceleration, but everyone else is really good for what I want to use him as a left winger. 11 crossing, 11 dribbling. He's got great determination, and like I said, I just want him to be the guy that builds up play, pushes it forward, taking it up the wing, and whenever I want him to try and take players away from the center of the park. So get people, crowd him in, and then cross the ball into the box where hopefully 2 or 3 people will be there to try and get a goal. So that's why I want to use Kenny O'Brien, and like I said, not as fast as Sutherland, but overall a better player. And then I'm bringing in another loanee from Celtic, Ross Fotheringham, a 17-year-old right back who at this point is going to be used for cover mostly for Ross Gilmore. I like him for his pace and his speed. 13 pace, 16 acceleration. He could do with a little better on the defensive side. He's only got an 8 on marking, 9 on tackling, but like I said, I feel that he could be a good development project, and he's only going to be a backup player. He's only going to be used for cover. Alright, so let's get to today's matches now, shall we? We're going to be going up against Burke and Forfar, and the first match today is going to be at Burke. Burke are going to be coming out in a 5-3-2 formation. I've seen this before, but I don't really see a lot of teams use it effectively, so this is going to be interesting to see how we play against them. And I'm going with our 4-2-4 that's changed up multiple times during the season, but hopefully today this formation will get us what we need. In net, we're going to have Chris McCluskey. The back 4 will be Fotheringham, giving Ross Gilmore a little bit of a rest. We're going to have McLean, McNulty, and Willie Scott as the rest of the back 4. Our 2 center mids will be Anderson and Rennie. Our 2 wingers will be Watt and O'Brien, and sitting up top we'll have Andy Jackson and Andy McKinnon. So let's kick off. Let's see if we can get some sort of good result here, and hopefully it leads to wins down the road. Alright, we kick off, and we're going to be in the black and white hoops, and Burke will be in black and yellow. And already, right off the bat, getting some sort of attacking movement, unfortunately, not very well. Like I said before, we need to start stacking wins if we want to stay above water in the relegation fight. And it's looking to be, we're looking okay right now, but like I said, it can definitely use with a little better promise. Alright, what else? Let's do that. Yeah, 2 wins in our last 10 matches, definitely not exactly what we wanted. One of my defenders going out injured, McNulty, which means I would need to bring on Stuart Milne a little earlier than I expected, but I know he's a very good player. I mean, he did come through my system first and foremost, so I know exactly what he can do. We do have the ball. Oh, and then Andy Jackson picking up a knock off of a very bad tackle from a Burke player. I'm going to keep him on right now. But after that attacking movement, Burke getting the ball way forward, and it goes off the post. We had to clear that ball. It gives Burke a corner kick. They whip it in. We give him another corner. Just 1 minute away from halftime. Not a lot of action since then, but 2 minutes of stoppage time added. And we go to halftime 0-0. And yeah, not really impressed with all I've seen so far. So do better. And what's Andy Jackson's injury? Should I bring him off? Has potential foot injury. Yeah, I think I'm going to take him off. Who do I have on my bench? I have Taylor Hendry and I have Jordan Garden. Jordan Garden's going to come in. And hopefully with this tandem up front, we can do something with this. But, ooh, I was going to say, Burke coming forward. Almost getting a goal there. I need to... And Craig Anderson, look at that. He's only got 48 fitness, so I don't know what happened there. Must have been a really bad tackle. But he's not injured. I should probably think about subbing him out. Yeah, with 63, 64 minutes in this match gone by, making all 3 subs, that's not good. Burke player skying it. Actually, McCluskey got a hand to it. Good defense on the corner, but Burke still have the ball. We need to clear it out. Clear it out. Rennie just getting it forward. That's what you need to do. Alright, I'm going to make the final subs. David Sinclair is going to come on for Craig Anderson, who, yes, aside from fitness issues, has not played very well at all today. All 3 subs made, and now I just need to hope that my players can actually perform. We do get the ball back. Maybe we can find something here on the counter. Nope. Just a lot of ping pong through the middle of the park. O'Brien gives it to Rennie, and we can't keep hold of that. Burke can't keep hold of that. Another tackle. It's just pinballing around through the midfield. There's too much action going, and now Burke have an attacking chance. They're getting it through. It's still pinballing around. What is going on here? I'm gonna let this resolve. There we go. Thanks for showing that highlight that didn't end up in anything. All right, so I'm gonna drop it back to 4-4-2. Go counter. Everyone else, yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. So dropping back to a 4-4-2 because yeah, Burke is really coming on to us now. So just trying to play to hold on to this. But with 4 minutes plus whatever stoppage time is left. Oh, what a miss! Oof. I don't know who that was. Was that McLean? I think that was McLean who missed that interception. But McCluskey right there to hold on to the ball. Good for him. And now with 2 minutes plus whatever stoppage time left, we're starting to take the ball up the right of the pitch. Josh Watt throws it inside to Rennie. That's a foul by Burke. So we have a good spot for a free kick. David Sinclair is going to take this. It's from about 35 yards out. The elects to hit it short. Rennie ahead of Fotheringham, who throws it through the middle and ends up nowhere. Ends up at the feet of Burke. Do keep the ball in their half, though. Rennie goes down. Come on, you need to hold on to the ball a little better. There is 3 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. What is that? What was that? I'm in shock. I don't know what just happened. Is a cross that came in. I thought McCluskey had a handle on it, and he just dropped it, and everyone thought the play was dead, and Burke smacks it into the goal, and Burke have won. How the hell did that happen? I don't care if you're demotivated. That was shit. I don't care if I'm going to make everyone angry. That was a loss that should not have been a loss. That should have been a draw with how we were playing. How the hell did that happen? How did we allow that to happen? McCluskey parried it, I guess. Should have held on to the ball and then just stood there with the ball 2 feet in front of him. Absolutely unacceptable. So that's a loss that should have been a draw. And when we come back, it'll be the match against Forfar. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright, and we're back for the second match against Forfar. And hopefully we can turn this around. As the way that last match ended was really disheartening. As you can see, Forfar coming out with a 4-5-1 formation. I'm going back to my old figure eight. I know that may not seem like much in terms of positioning and whatnot, but I feel that if we go move the wing backs up to proper wing back position, maybe that can help facilitate the attack more. I don't know. Just want to see if this will work. So we're going to have McCluskey in net. The two center backs will be Milne and Christian Gibson. The two wing backs, Gilmore and Kelleher. Center mids of Sinclair, Rennie, O'Brien and Watt are the wingers, and up front we'll have McKinnon and Hendry now that Andy Jackson is out for another week thanks to the last match. So let's kick off and see what happens here. Alright, let's kick this off. Forfar will be in blue and gray, and of course we'll be in the white and black hoops. And already, not even 2 minutes into this match, Forfar are on the attack off the post. We can see the corner. Definitely not a good way to start this off. Forfar looking to be the very attacking team to start this off. Unfortunately, Kenny O'Brien giving a foul in a very dangerous area, about 25 yards away. Free kick just over the bar. And already it's not looking good for Queen's Park. 12 minutes on, we do have a goal kick though. Tyler Hendry tried to get around, but we do keep it back. Hendry need to find some passing lanes. It can't go forward, so we go back to Sinclair. Gives it to Watt out on the wing. Over the top, Tyler Hendry! The goalkeeper parried it away, and it just landed at the head of Tyler Hendry, and that's his first goal of the season. He finally gets off the schneid, and it's 1-0 to Queen's Park. There we go. I told you. Told you moving up to this figure eight formation can do us some good. But as I say that, 39 minutes gone, and Forfar had a corner. They do still have the ball with a very, very attacking presence coming up. Oh, what? As I said before in this series, long shots seem to be the bane of my existence. That was about from 25 yards out. And it goes in, and it's 1-1. Wait. Tyler Hendry. Oh. Off the volley. I thought that would have made it 2. But we do get a corner out of it. Rennie kicking it short. We concede another corner. Rennie, once again, whipping it in. Nothing comes of it. It's about 20 seconds left before we go to halftime. We are keeping it in the attacking third. Maybe we can make something of this. O'Brien trying to shake his two defenders. Kelleher bringing it up, but that's going to be halftime, and it's 1-1 right now. Not bad, but unfortunately the goal that we gave up, a little worrisome. Stuart Milne has an arm injury. Okay, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hinder him all that much. So let's keep this up. Just been unlucky. So let's go back out there for the second 45. Maybe we can string together some more beautiful movement and picking up one more goal. The Forfar getting a wow! Didn't even see who got that one. But yeah, Forfar up now 2-1 off that corner. So what's going on? Getting injured left and right. Both my center backs with poor fitness and or injuries. But just 6 minutes later, we do have the ball. Long toss forward. We do keep it in. Rennie gets it out to the left to Kelleher. Kelleher turning around one man. To McKinnon. It fell to McKinnon. I thought he overshot him. But McKinnon gets the goal, and it's now 2-2. This is one of those, I don't know what happened, but I'll take it that it happened. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch out the two center backs. McLean and McNulty are coming on for both of them, and in the center of the park, Craig Anderson is going to come on for David Sinclair. All three subs, 19 minutes left to go. And let's kick it off, and it's, ooh, I was about to make another change, but Rennie, free kick, 25, oh, it bounces to us! Oh, Tyler! I thought for sure that was going to be, damn, I thought for sure that was going to help us out. It ricocheted off the crossbar right to Tyler Hendry's feet. But unfortunately, he was offside. Couldn't see it from that angle. O'Brien in. Oh, McKinnon! Beautiful strike. From about 8 yards out, McKinnon puts Queen's Park up 3-2 with 6 minutes plus stoppage time left in this match. Now we just need to hold on. Hold on. And that's, I think that's my cue to drop us back. Drop all wingers and wingbacks back to midfield and center defense. 3 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. One of them is already gone, but what's scaring me is Forfar have an attacking movement. They're coming forward, and we're not doing anything. Good save by McCluskey. As Forfar just rifled that shot in there. Corner kick. Still 90 seconds from time. We need to keep our defense down. Good save by McCluskey. Just keep everyone back. 1 minute of stoppage time left. As Forfar need to reset, try and figure out what they can do to get past us, and we need to. Ooh. I'd say that's a good foul by Anderson, because it's a time-wasting foul. 20 seconds left, and good clearance right there. Queen's Park looking to get the win, and we desperately needed a win. We probably could have used a draw last game, but we'll take the win here. It's 3-2 full-time. Queen's Park with the win. They finally end their skid. Good job, boys. Special win. And there it is, 3-2, Queen's Park. Taking a look at the overall table right now, we are still in 8th place. East Fife getting a win. East Fife got a win last match week. They got a draw this match week. So we are just now 4 points ahead of them. 2 points behind Brechin. That's good. 4 points behind both Forfar and Peterhead. So they are not out of reach. 5th place is not out of reach by any stretch of the imagination. But we do need to continue stringing together results. This win was just a start. We just need to keep on keeping on from there. And actually, let's take a look if no, Stuart Milne is not injured long term, which is good. Taking a look at the schedule, more than likely, we're going to come back right at the end of the season. So I may do a double, maybe even a triple live com just to see how we fare. So Forfar, Peterhead, Brechin. If not, then Peterhead and Brechin. Because We could be in the relegation fight. We already are in the relegation fight, but we could be in the relegation zone. So I want to come back and live com those matches to see exactly where we're going to be. If we're going to have to go through a playoff, are we automatically relegated, or are we safe? So, next time out, it's going to be Forfar, Peterhead, Brechin, or actually, forget that. It'll just be Peterhead and Brechin, last 2 matches of the season, to determine if we are still in League 1. So, until that time, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. I will answer you back. So if you want to say anything, just please leave in the comment box below. If anything else, no, nothing else. So as always, this is Gendo, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.